Hello, and welcome to Go Beyond Betty. Shannon's on vacation today, so I'm gonna sub in.
Not.
I'm gonna sub in, and we're gonna do a rack of pork, which is just a pork roast, but it still has the bone in. So you can French these and make them really fancy if you want. But we're gonna cook it on the Traeger and have some smoke, and it turns out delicious. You're gonna love it. So we only see this about twice a year, typically around Easter and then around Christmas time we'll see it. We get ours at Costco. It's about 5.5 pounds of meat. So I pulled it out, patted it dry, and now I'm just gonna season it. I made this rub. So it's 1 tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and then I did 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder and 1/4 tablespoon of cayenne pepper, just to give it a little bit of heat. And if I didn't say paprika, 1 tablespoon of paprika, because I really want the red color. So I'm just gonna season that up. I'm starting on the bottom side, just so that when I flip it up, it's on the top side and it'll look real nice and hold all the seasoning on there.
So this is the same cut as just your standard pork chop?
Yeah, it's a bone-in pork chop.
Right.
These are a little lower on the loin, I think, than a center cut pork chop. But, I mean, it really is a pork chop.
Right.
And I love to get if you ever see a double rib bone-in pork chop like that, they turn out fantastic as well.
Why is that?
Bone always adds a little bit of extra flavor to the meat as it breaks down and all that little connective tissue in there. So that's my favorite. Bone-in pork chops, that's the way to go.
So you're gonna do anything else with this on the Traeger, or it's just a dry rub and smoke it up?
Yeah, it's a dry rub, and I'm gonna throw it on the Traeger at 350, so it'll take right at about 2 hours. And then I'm gonna get a little mister bottle, and I'm gonna do water and apple cider vinegar, about half, 50% each, and just mist it every 45 minutes or so. And that's it. It's just gonna stay bone side down the entire time for about 2 hours, and just keep checking on it. We're gonna use our MeatStick, little wireless thermometer probe, and we're gonna shove it in the thickest part until it seats all the way up there. This outside part is ceramic, so it can take the heat a lot better. And when I'm using the app, I've already set it up for pork, and I set the temperature alert for 135 degrees, because then I'll know it's getting close. Pork's safe temperature is 145, so I'll pull it off the smoker actually at 140 and just let it sit, and the temperature will come up to 145 by the time we serve it. So I'm gonna start my cooking, and the probe is already talking to it. So now we're good to go. And that thing's gonna help me make sure I don't overcook it. The MeatStick's great. Check the link below. Shannon's got it there in case you want it, but I've been really happy with it. So we'll take this out, throw it on the smoker at 350 degrees, and then check on it every 45 minutes or so. It's been just over an hour and a half. The MeatStick saved us and alerted us to the temperature, so it's done a little bit early. So that's the beauty of it. So I've pulled it off. We're gonna tent it with some foil, let it set for about 15 minutes or so to finish off that temperature, and then we're gonna slice into it. But looks delicious, it's gonna be delicious. Hands-on time, maybe 5 minutes, and then just let it sit on the smoker for about an hour and a half and carve it up.
And cost-wise too, that's $20.
Yeah, $20. We're gonna feed 7 people tonight with it, so it's and we'll probably have some leftovers. So go with pork. It's my favorite animal, obviously. Thanks for joining us here at Go Beyond Betty, where you're taking some whisks in the kitchen, making your own rub, using a different kind of meat that you're not used to, and having fun. We'll see you again next time. Bye!